Hi guys, what's up? This is Astropark, and today I'm here to talk to you again about my supply demand breaker blocks indicator. So a lot of you asked me about how to use this indicator in Forex, how to use this indicator on indexes, so on commodities. So today I was talking with a guy who was using on 5 minutes gold my indicator and it was not profitable. So the problem is that it was on with this resolution disabled. Okay, so as you can understand, you of course you have some difficulties in trading with a setup like this. Okay, because there is too much noise basically. Okay, so to fix this, you need to analyze a different time frame while you are on a 5 minutes. So, for example, 30 minutes, okay, or 1 hour, so 60. Okay, for example, on 30 minutes. Okay, I prefer also to disable the suggestions. Okay, and let's draw this. Okay, so you guys have a better understanding of what the indicator is looking at when you are on this setup. Okay, so for example, you can see here. Okay, this is a perfect setup. Okay, this also, this too. Okay, perfect setup. Okay, also this is a very good setup. Okay, in this case, for example, you have one supply area here, another here, and another here. It's obvious that this is weaker, okay, because it's the fresh one, okay, but you have two other area of supply before than this. All right, so the same on in this case, you have always this, but above all, you can see that. Sorry, you can see that this supply zone was just flipped as support, okay, as demand. So price broke. In fact, you can see for sure that as a trading suggestion, you have some green triangles here. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is so the first reaction is good. Okay, the very first is good, but then you have a breakout up, so it suggests to go long, okay, and go short only if it's broken again and again, trading this guys. So of course, if you have a demand or a supply, like in this case that is too thin, it's just a line, of course I suggest to you to don't trade it. I mean, don't short on a supply which is invisible like this, which happen to be invisible like this, but only to use as a take profit. So if you took profit here after longing here, so it's a great swing. So maybe you bought here with a stop loss below the demand, targeting this supply. It's 2.4 hours trade, and many times because it's the first time and the second time, so it's very nice. Okay, on the other hand, it's good to short a spike like this on this stronger supply. Okay, targeting in this case that's the same supply that was broken. Okay, the second and maybe the third. Okay, and finally this. Okay, this is just an example. So it's always important to zoom out, as I say to my guys. So in this case, after shorting all of this, because as you can understand here, let's remove the triangles. When the price made this kind of deviation above this supply zone, okay, you had all these retests, all these bearish retests. You see, you have lower, you have lower lows, okay, and you have also lower highs, okay. So it's established again a downtrend, so you can easily and with a very low risk short here, okay, short here, stop loss let's say above these wicks, okay, targeting, of course. So you have this as target initially, then it can become this when you see this demand appearing, okay, and you can just trailing stop every time. So every time you move your stop loss first to this high, then a new high, a lower high, so you move down, you move down, you move down. This is a trailing stock, okay. So in this case you have a double top, so good to go down again, and you are maybe, sorry, you are stop, oh come on, you are stop lossed here, okay, which is always a good trade. It's a 1.4 hour trade, okay. Let's say that we are still on 5 minutes, so this is just day trading, okay. If with one trade every time a day, you are good to go, okay. You can become really rich. Now in this case we have this big demand, okay, but you know that you also have this lower demand. You have this demand here, okay, this which is bigger, and you have three at the same time, okay. So basically this is choppiness, okay. Price is chopping inside this demand zone, is not sure what it wants to do. So basically what you are supposed to do. So let's see what the indicator suggests. Of course, it takes this zone as a, let's say, let's see what suggests. Okay, at the beginning, too long. Okay, too long because it's going over. Okay, but of course you need to have a stop loss to manage your risk. So if you long it here, for example, with a stop loss below here, it clearly the having this as first target, okay, and this as second target. It's not a very a high risk reward, so maybe you could skip, okay, or this trade, or instead trade this kind of trade. It's something that I teach to my guys, okay. Consider this zone, this little zone, okay, here, okay. You have this lower range, this low range here. Price made here a deviation, okay, a deviation, and rise it back above, and this, okay, price closed it again above this range low, and this wick is just the wick that you want to long, targeting these highs, okay. So targeting this level, and then again you see price is pretty much rejected again below this level, and you short, and you consider, I would short, of course. The indicator didn't suggest it because this is a demand zone, okay. But once this is broken, okay, once this is broken, this is again like suggested here, it's a short, okay. You don't see here a red triangle because for the indicator we are supposed to be short, because it was never triggered a new green triangle, okay. And again, you had also here the retest, the chance to short this retest, okay, for example, okay. and that's it. So targeting this demand that was easily hit. Okay, so I guess this is a very little video, a 10 minutes little video, but you understand how you can use this tool in indexes, commodities, or forex is always like this if you prefer to trade. Let's check what we would see if we were trading with the 4-hour resolution. With the 4-hour resolution on 5 minutes, it was more clear, even more clear, guys. Let's stop. Okay, so this was a very clear setup. Also this, and you should have really used this as a ping pong, so short every time and go again. Of course, what another thing that you can do, bigger blocks and supply demand. Okay, you can add the indicator 2 times. Okay, to the chart. Why you should do that? Because, for example, you may like let's wait for indicator to analyze everything. Okay, and just display. Okay, so for example, you may have one set on 1 hour, or let's say 15 minutes. Okay, exactly the same resolution. Maybe you can change colors. Instead of red, you can use the purple. Instead of green, you can use the blue. Oh my god, but it's too. Okay, let's fix colors. Okay, so just in this case, for example, you understand. I always, sorry, let's remove this triangle. I really don't like these triangles, but I should do it. Okay. Okay. So in this case, you can see here this demand was really expected here also, and you are in uptrend. Okay, you see this is the low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So it's okay to long the each demand, okay, because you are in uptrend. Also you can see this is a high, and higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, and so on. So it's of course good to always expect price going higher. Okay, so you don't short at supply, but you take profit. So this is, for example, the first time compared to this. Okay, you were here in a downtrend. Okay, lower high, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So you are supposed to short the supply zone. Okay, but what's the point on having both 15 minutes zones and 4-hour zones? If you have this demand and you have this kind of demand, of course, if you want to DCA your entry, you can start DCAing here, but minding that this, if you get this, you are lucky. Okay, this is a great entry. So you should not be liquidated and lose your account because the price wicks here, because of course this is a more important demand zone. Okay, great. So also, also another important thing about the trend. This indicator also show you obviously in which kind of trend you are. Just look at the supply. The supply zone are going always lower. Okay, so you are here in a downtrend, and downtrend is broke here. Downtrend is broken exactly here, because this is the first time a supply zone is broken. Okay, it's broken, and so you are good to go with the retest of the demand. In fact, also the demand zones were going down, now going up, okay, till this time. This is the first time that that demand is printed below. In fact, you'll also, as I explained you have always lower highs and lower lows. So it's good to understand that this is a zone when you want to short, for example. Okay. Okay. So I hope I explained a lot about clearly also how you can use this indicator. I promise next one will be on forex. So here USD, this is the 2 hours, for example. It was in this ranging, trend is just perfect. This indicator is just perfect because you have exactly everything you need to trade. Also swing trades. So from here to here. Wow, it's just amazing. Okay, guys. I hope you will like this little video, little snippet on how to trade 5 minutes gold. And let me know in comments if you would like to have more video like this using my indicators. Just let me know also which one you want to see. I have really a lot of indicators. For example, I have this kill zone that just show you what the money makers, so what whales, what banks, what institutions are going to do, because it highlights the most important hours of each day where institutions are up and running. So in this case, for example, you can see here that Asia session is the yellow one. The closing hour is disabled, but which would be orange. London is this light blue. London closed dark blue, and New York is red, and the closing hour of New York is not displayed. So I am tracking the London. Okay, for example, here what London did. Here London just stopped the bleed. Okay, and the trade and the indicator suggests to long the retest. Okay, long the retest. Okay, then here somehow they stopped it, and the indicator at first suggests to go long because you have a breakout of this, okay, of the London range, but also to short when this is lost. Okay, and this is done for every, can be done for every of this kill zone. Okay, so let's suppose we want to check only Asia, for example. Okay, I don't see. Oh no, sorry. The bullish bear signal is based on this. Sorry. Okay. So for example, they continue the trend and you go with the trend. The bleed again, pump it. You can see clearly that the pump it in the session. Okay, what they did. You can clearly see. Okay, so I guess yeah, this was just me trying to give you, to make you see something new. Also have this swing failure pattern, the creator, which works really great on low time frames. Let's see. Yeah, we need to enable this I guess. First time I use it on gold, honestly, because it's really on for forex. So let's check directly on forex. Yeah. So, for example, this is a great tool for scalping. So this is not a trending, okay? Doesn't give a setup. This indicator does not suggest you a setup, okay? But suggests that in the following, the strictly following candles, you are expected to go up or to go down, okay? So for example, here you expected to go up, and at the beginning you have this candle, but then it's rejected again the price, then the price continues going up. So the same, this is a very good signal, a very good signal. Here we have some fake out because price then drops again, okay? Here call it exactly the bottom. Here another good signal, another good signal, okay? You have also a wake up. This was a bad signal, of course. As you can see, this was a good one. This again a good one, a good one, a good one, a good one. Okay, so yeah, really this was good, but then bam, perfect short. Okay, so good one, for example, good one, again good one. Well, this reversion was not good, so suggest at the same time this again, and yes, call it the local bottom, and so on. So good, well, not call it the bottom, but yeah. Here this is a pin bar. Okay, these indicators, for example, you can enable just volume, pin bar, hammers, or angled man. Okay, but signals are only when you see the background colored. Okay, and yes, also another good signal, I guess, but pretty noisy. Good signal, strict in the next candles, but then not anymore. These were not good, and so on. Okay, so I guess you understand. This is also a great tool, especially if you mix the tool with the with this with the zones. Okay, if you mix this with the zone. So for example, having these two enabled. So let's remove the 15 minutes. Let's keep only this was the 2 hours. Okay, so for example, good to use this. So this is a file that became basically support. Okay, so or this, see this signal, wow, this is just perfect. The short at supply, or the long at demand, the long at demand. I mean, it is just the confidence you need to trade with more security in yourself on what you're doing. Again, a short at supply. Okay, so this is something I think that can help. So also you understand here why these were not so good signal. I mean, they were good just at at that moment, but not great because we were at demand. Okay, of course, this this swing failure pattern indicator, yeah, does not have a demand supply included, of course, but you have your mind that can really help you. Okay, guys, this is really the end of the video. I wish you a nice day, and I wish you a lot of profits in the market. You can always direct message me, especially on Telegram. I'm pretty active, or on TradingView. You can send me a message. If you can't because you are an early, you just signed up on TradingView, you will not be able to direct message me because you don't have any history in the platform. But you can do on my Telegram account, just at Astropark. So have a nice day, guys. Peace.